Hi, my name is Alisa.
And I'm Laetitia.
And you're watching PalTV. Today I'm visiting the house of Claude Monet in the north of France in Giverny.
And I'm visiting the Monet's Garden Light exhibition in Zurich, Switzerland. Come with us as we explore the life and work of this influential artist. Monet famously said, "I think from the beginning I owed it to the flowers that I became a painter." The French artist is certainly most famous today for his iconic water lily paintings, but Monet was much more than just a flower painter. He is known as the painter of light and colour.
Claude Monet is an infamous French Impressionist artist whose career spans from mid-19th century to the early 20th century. He began his career as an academically trained painter, but started to uniquely adapt his choice of colours to atmospheric changes in light in order to capture his perception of a specific moment on canvas. Nature and the outdoors are Monet's artistic playground. His career took him around Europe, from Paris to the misty Thames and the canals of Venice. His art captures snapshots of his experiences in all their beauty and colour.
Monet found his artistic haven in the flower garden he created at his house in Giverny, France. He arrived at flowers as the epitome of natural beauty, carriers of light, and the perfect feast of colour for the eyes. He dedicated the last 20 years of his career to capturing their variety and his ever-changing perceptions of them.
Monet spent the last 43 years of his life in this house. Here he made paintings of his garden and the ponds. His water lily series was one of his most ambitious projects. He made over 250 paintings of the pond with the lilies.
The garden itself is split into two parts, with the flower garden in front of the house and the famous water garden, which was transformed 10 years after Monet's arrival in Giverny. The flower gardens cover about a hectare and are laid out in a colour theme. There are all sorts of flowers in his garden, including irises, peonies, daffodils, delphiniums, tulips, poppies, amongst others. All serve as an inspiration for Monet's paintings.
The exhibition did not hesitate to dive into some of the darker parts of Monet's life, including his struggles with poverty, depression, loss, and the partial loss of his eyesight that led him to destroy many of his paintings due to self-doubt and frustration. It captured beautifully the complicated life of an artist always striving for perfection and eventually finding happiness in his flower garden.
Monet's significance in the history of art is considerable. During his immense career spanning from the mid-19th to the early 20th century, his unique approach to light and colour marked the beginning of the Impressionist movement. Characterized by small, thin brushstrokes, paintings hailing from this movement are still famous today with a lifelike approach to capturing the momentary, fleeting human perception of the world.
Monet's emphasis on capturing fleeting moments and his experimentation with colour and light have earned him the revered title of Master of Colour amongst many young artists. Monet's revolutionary work and approach to art will continue to enchant and inspire for generations to come.
Thank you for watching PalTV.
Subscribe to our social media channels and follow us for more stories.